there were previous cases before na makikita mo kahit wala pang kaso, wala pang warrant, porsigido yung gobyerno na pauwiin kung sino man yon, di ba? Oh, pero dito, meron ba sa gobyernong porsigidong...
So you feel they're passive?
Yes.
They're passive?
Yes.
The Marcos administration is passive?
No, especially the DFA, di ba? Yung DFA kasi, ulit-ulit kong sinasabi, alam mo, simple lang yan. Kung may paraan, kung gusto, may paraan. Kung ayaw, may dahilan. Bakit dahilan ang sinasabi nila? Hindi nila sinasabi sa tao o hindi nila sinasabi sa atin yung paraan. Di ba baligtad di ba? Ang binibigay nila yung dahilan, bakit hindi pwedeng kanselahin.
Okay.
Di ba, no, human nature, pag ang binigay mo yung dahilan, bakit hindi pwede, hindi ibig sabihin ayaw mo. Pag gusto mo, hahanapan ng paraan yan. Ipabayaan mo na yung abogado niya mag-question. Di ba?
So, I wanted to bring that in because from my understanding, ang sinasabi nga ng DFA is that the agency, kasi you wanted basically the DFA to cancel the passport of Zaldico, right? Because we can only assume where he is. There is talk, either he's in Spain, Portugal, etc. We're still, that's still all unverified. The DFA is saying that you can cancel or revoke a passport if it was acquired fraudulently.
Yes.
If it was tampered with or issued erroneously.
Yes.
Or ordered by the court.
Hindi, meron dyan. Section 4, RA 11983. Nakasulat dyan, public safety, public health, and national security.
Nandun.
Oo. Ay, di ba, sino magde-determine national security? Pwede ba silang pumunta sa korte para i-determine yung national security? It's not for the court to determine national security, di ba?
What are your thoughts, though, if you're saying that the DFA is passive about this? Parang, are you saying also, is it right to conclude that you're saying that the Marcos administration also is passive, does not want...
No, I don't think so. I think it's the job of the DFA na gawin yan. Hindi naman kasi sinasabi pa ng DFA na ayaw nila. Parang dinidelay lang. Kumbaga sa ano yung tinatawag natin, dinidribble, di ba? Okay, baliktarin natin yung sitwasyon, Pinky. Kunyari, may mag-file ng kaso. Nagkaroon ng court order. By the time na ma-serve yung court order, sabihin ni Saldico meron na siyang passport sa isang bansa na walang extradition. Ano gagawin natin lahat? What will we all do? Tsaka tayo magsisisihan? Kasi hindi mo kailangan... I mean, anong gagawin natin and how will you appease people? Ang isipin ng tao, kaya nyo hindi kinancel, binigyan nyo siya ng pagkakataon na makakuha ng pasaporte sa ibang bansa.
And is that a possibility in Portugal?
Yes, it's a possibility, di ba? There are countries na walang extradition Ngayon, bakit ko ito sinasabi as early as now, no? Kasi ayoko umabot doon sa punto na wala na tayong magawa, tapos tatanggapin na lang yung galit ng tao.
But Congressman, don't you think there is a chance that he's doing that already?
There is nga di ba? Kaya nga sinasabi natin, di ba? Okay, ano nagpapaisip sa atin nun? Di ba, number one, nung una siyang pinapauwi ni Speaker Bogie D, sabi niya, anong una sabi niya? Sabi niya, sasagutin niya lahat ng accusations. Nung pinauwi na siya at sinorten yung kanyang travel clearance,
nag-resign siya.
Instead na humarap, nag-resign siya. On the day na matatapos yung last day ng notice para hindi siya humarap sa Ethics Committee. So, ayaw niyang humarap. 2 beses sa ICI, ayaw niyang humarap. Tapos, nilabas niya yung air assets niya. Kung yung bahay niya, pwede lang niya dalhin, didinala niya yun, di ba? So, yung mga assets, pag-aari niya, na pwede niyang ilabas ng bansa, inilabas na niya. Yung ganyan bang klaseng tao, may balak bumalik dito at managot, bakit mo ilalabas ang iyong air assets kung may balak ka pa naman umuwi dito? So, doon pala makikita mo na yung pattern.
At nalabas ang air assets, even if hindi maaaring may benta, kasi di ba, sinabi ni Sec Vince Dizon that they tried to, there's
kasi kailangan na ano yun dalawa kailangan doon certificate of deregistration tsaka export certificate of airworthiness. So hanggat hindi binibigay ng kahap yun, hindi niya mabebenta yun.
Pero magagamit niya?
Magagamit niya hindi ko lang alam kung sa helicopter pwede ba magpeke ng papeles, di ba? Hindi ko alam. Mukhang mas mahirap yata yun sa helicopter kaysa sa kotse.
Kong Toby, do you think that, well, number one, do you think he even plans to come back?
Hindi.
Okay, sigurado na kayo doon.
Hindi doon sa pattern, di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba normally dapat kung pinadalan siya ng summon ng ICI at hindi siya pwedeng bumalik, di ba dapat susulat ka?
If he is in a country that we do not have an extradition treaty with, does that mean that he will never return even if there's a court order because we do not have an extradition treaty with that particular
I would
country?
think it would be that way. Di ba? Di ba? Tsaka, hindi ba nakakapagtaka? Ikaw yung inaakusahan, wala ka man planong depensahan yung sarili mo? Hindi ka man naglalabas ng video statement o kahit ano?
In the beginning, of course, there were statements basically saying that he would come back and that he will answer all allegations hurled against him.
Yes.
But of course, that never happened.
Yep.
What do you think should be done next? Because there's also talk with regards to, let's say, Sergeant Gutesa. Questions on, there are people who believe the testimony of Sergeant Gutesa. There are people who say pwede siyang tanim witness. No? But there's another part here, another side that could be looked into. These two individuals that have been mentioned often in the hearings, Mark and Paul.
Paul and Mark, no? And yung Paul and Mark,
ito po yung for context, supposed to be tao ni Congressman Zaldi.
Hindi supposed to be. Ako na nagsasabi sa inyo, yung si Paul tsaka si Mark, tao ni Congressman Saldi ko yan. Kasi yung dalawang yan, may mga times na kung may kailangan sa akin, may mga text message sa akin yan. So alam kong tao yan. Though I think I've never met them personally. I don't think I've met them personally.
So some are saying this could also be a missing link or something that maybe the Senate can pursue to look for these two individuals.
Yes, napakahalaga niyan because hindi lang si Gutesa nag-mention yan eh. Pati si Engineer Alcantara, remember sinabi niya, doon niya binibigay sa dalawang taong yun eh. Kay Paul tsaka kay Mark. At sigurado ko yung Paul at Mark, parehong tao ni Saldi ko yan.
Do you think they're still here?
I wouldn't know eh. I wouldn't know.
So yung dalawang tao, yung Teksay at saka yung Estrada, very critical na makuha yung dalawang tao yun. Kasi ang fear ko Pinky baka patayin yun. Sila kasi nakakalam kung sinong contractors ang nagdi-deliver, which is what was mentioned by Alcantara. Nagbibigay sila kay Paul at kay Mark at sila din ang nagdadala kay Saldico. Ito pala napupunta yung sinasabing ghost projects, flood control. Yung isang kasama niya binaha Alam ko yun dahil kinuwento niya yung sa akin a week before na-meet niya si Marcoleta, yung first meeting namin. So, itong taong to nagsasalita dahil sa pagmamahal niya sa bayan. Nagsasalita dahil, di ba kung buhay nga kaya nilang ibigay Ano pa kaya ito magsalita sila dun sa katotohanan?